Yeah, no.
Maybe a box. Okay, we're on my laptop this time. So Sean, in his good efforts, set up a whole thing, and there's cards everywhere with a microphone for book club, which, by the way, you couldn't hear before. I just got a facial. So I am bare-skinned and raw. But Sean set up all these cords and all this stuff for like a professional type setup.
And YouTube won't.
Yeah, and the audio wouldn't connect for some reason. So now with my laptop, rather than that, we are all ready to go. Yay.
Well,
so
could you link it to Sophie so that I can get it into the Discord?
Sure. How do I get a link?
The bottom share little bit thingy.
Here. How? Oh, this one. Okay. Hi. I'm glad that we finally have this going. I know that Sean wants to do like a whole professional setup and everything, but
it's not a whole professional setup. It's just something
that's
much nicer.
More professional than my
Well, then you could see us too. Yes. A little bit easier.
Yeah. It was a much better quality camera, a much better quality everything, but the audio didn't work. So, hi, we're here. We're ready to go. Let me know. What do I usually say? Yeah, I know Sean really tried. Like, he really tried his hardest. It's going to work next time. Next time we'll do a whole better thing and it'll be professional. But right now it's just on my laptop again. He's a gamer, so he's very serious about his equipment. And if you guys could see the room right now, it's a lot of cords. So I'm glad you guys can hear me though. Here we go with Dirty Dom. If he did finish the book also. He just finished like, I was going to say half an hour ago.
Like an hour ago.
Yeah, no. Like an hour ago. Okay.
We've had the kids for like 6 days in a row now because of the storm, and
yeah. We got 6 to 7 inches here. 6, 7. Just kidding. I apologize to any teacher that might be on because I know all of our teacher friends
and about
hate it.
2 inches of ice.
Yeah. Ice, snow. The kids are home. Just Jackson, Evie. They're doing their work though, so we should be good to talk all the things.
They're not doing their work. They're taking this moment that I'm paying attention to just do whatever they want to now.
That's a possibility. We don't know. So stay safe. Chris says that you're supposed to get another 3 inches. You guys, stay safe. So what you did not what? I did not what? Hold on. Give him A. I have no idea what I said, but Sophie is writing in all caps. Let me check my messages. Okay, so.
Oh, say 6, 7.
Oh.
Sophie. Sorry,
the kids love it. I feel like, first of all, we used to say 69, right? And now the kids say 67. So 68 plus or minus 1, that actually joins generations. That's
good for you.
So I'm cool with it. But teachers, these poor teachers who have to hear, especially math teachers all day long, I can't even. We have one of our friends, JT. He says whenever the answer is 67, he doesn't even want to say it out loud. Anyway, that is the life update. There's a lot going on behind the scenes right now. Also, just as I'm like struggling to hold back a cough, I do have seasonal asthma. They gave me steroids, antibiotics, anything to like clear my lungs. But my lungs just hate the cold. So I might be a little bit coughy. I'm not sick though. My lungs are just boycotting winter because they don't like the winter. It's seasonal asthma plus seasonal allergies. The winter, I'm just supposed to live at the beach during winter. That is my that's what my body's telling me. I don't know
if that's going to happen.
I'm pretty sure it's exactly what that means. So unfortunately, we do have 3 kids in school. So
yeah,
it's not as easy. Anyway, that and we have life. So Dirty Dom is the book of the month. My first romance book, and we're almost 10 years in. This May, it'll be its 10-year book anniversary. I used to be so insecure. Hi, Jennifer. Leave all your questions and comments in there, guys. We can see them.
We will try to get them.
I was hoping to be on Patreon on my laptop. So again, I'm not logged into Patreon, but Sophie is logged in and can help you guys for me while I am here. And then we also have a Discord. He does Discords. I don't know why. Oh,
It's literally over there. If you have questions and you want to put them into Discord, I should be able to read them.
Maybe.
It was all set up to be on one of the monitors that we
Yes.
were looking at, but
Practice makes perfect, and this is we have plenty of room to grow, and that is the positive part right here.
for next month it'll be settled.
I want it to be pretty too, like a whole setup. And you
There
guys know I have my
it's not
podcast with
it's not
Stacey
going to
Marie
be
Brown.
it's not gonna be pretty. It can't be.
We're gonna make a pretty version. We're gonna make a pretty version because I have my podcast with Stacey, and if I had like a cute little setup and then and it was something permanent with the light and the mic and all that stuff, I think it would be great. Oh yay! Jennifer just signed up for Patreon. I love that. So we have our first question for the book, but I do want to also say Sean told me yesterday that he skips the sex scenes.
For the most
slipped
part,
on the ice. We were getting out of the car, and
I
he told me
I pretty much just gloss over those ones pretty hard.
they're important.
So the prologue was mostly that. It was
It was different though. So if you haven't read Dirty Dom, you might get some spoilers.
Yeah.
Totally fine if you're fine with spoilers. We're just going to talk about it. When I wrote this prologue and I was going back and forth with the point of views, I was just writing as I saw it in my head kind of, and I really loved that idea. And it confused a lot of people when I first published it. And I didn't know exactly how to do it, but I was like, if I just bold one of their dialogues that people would catch on, a lot of people did not catch on. We ended up just formatting it a little bit differently. So what do you guys think about the way that I did with the prologue and it going back and forth between the different point of views? And what did you think?
I was fine. I was able to understand it. I just had to go back one page and just double check it to see
figure out who was who.
But after that, I was able to follow it. Like half the scenes are like that
especially in Dirty Dom, half the scenes are sex scenes. So
literally about half. I do gloss over to see if there's any plot in there.
Sometimes there is.
There is sometimes plot in there, so I make sure that I understand that. But when she was upset at him that one time and sent him away, I had to all right, well, let's see what happened there.
I love the sex scenes personally. I was actually just talking to Monica while I was down in Florida visiting her, Monica Robinson, and she's we've both co-written with other people, and she said one of the things that you do really well are the sex scenes. And I really love writing them. I love the emotions of them. I love the atmosphere and the feel of them. I love highlighting the positive features of it. I think sex is such a good thing. Are you blushing?
Kinda.
Sex is it's a good thing. It's a healthy thing. In
Fantastic.
School, I used to think that I might actually become a sex therapist, or something of that mindset, because I've always thought that sex is such a good thing. It's such a healthy thing. It's great for your immune system. It gives you temporary amnesia. So if you're sad about something, having sex can actually help you just forget about it for a minute if it's something you can't get off your mind. So I'm very pro sex. Heck yes. Give me that. Make this more normalized because sex is morally neutral. And then there's
Sean. I'm fine. So how did you come about this?
Are you switching the time?
Yeah, I am straight up. I am.
I love it.
How do you come up with the idea for this one? Because this is the first one.
This is 10 years ago. So the first time I sat down to write, I had a ton of stories in my head. I was pregnant with, thank you. I'm glad that you can hear us too. I was pregnant with Evie and I was really tired, and Jax was a toddler then. And we had these play dates.
Also, the kid's name is Jax, but that Jax is 1 year older.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot about that. Oh, wow. Yeah. I love that. I totally forgot about that. So it's during my pregnancy, I binge read romance books, and I even stopped going to a lot of play dates because I was just so tired towards the end of my pregnancy.
It was kind of great for me. So she would go to bed at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and Jax would go to bed at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and I would get to do whatever I wanted for 4 hours. It was kind of fantastic.
And now you have to wait a decade.
Yeah.
before you have that. He
Yeah.
got excellent sleep the other day, and I was like, that's like the first time in a decade.
Oh, yeah.
So I had all these stories in my head after she was born. I didn't feel like writing, or I didn't feel like reading anymore because I had all these stories, and I was like, let me just write. It will give me a piece of myself back, a little bit of independence and adulthood, even though I'm surrounded by a baby and a toddler all day. So it wasn't necessarily that something sparked and made me think of this story and had to write it. It was more I had all of these stories, and I was just going to pick one of them and get it down on paper and see if anybody else liked it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's maybe too much all. I'm happy that my books have healed in that way. Menopause is terrible. Literally, I have so many friends going through it right now. But books are supposed to be healing. I was just having this conversation the other day too about how I feel like my inspired purpose, because I refuse to say that I work. I'm a weirdo, guys, just so you know. I have some quirks that are a little bit odd. I don't like the term work because of the negative connotation. So I have inspired purpose, and my inspired purpose is literally healing people via a coping mechanism and escapism, giving hope from happily ever afters. Like, I think I freaking love romance books in this industry. They helped heal me as well, which is why I'll always have E.L. James and 50 Shades of Grey up on a pedestal, because hers was the first spicy romance I ever read. It opened my eyes. It made me feel so empowered. And then I just fell down the rabbit hole. So let's dive in. I think we have a list of questions somewhere.
We do. Sophie, do we have a list of questions somewhere?
See, this is what happens when you have to like modify. We were going to not be on my laptop, so I would have my laptop.
And yeah, we had it all planned out. It worked really well.
What's this thing? You make plans and God laughs. Yeah. So let me see. Soph, do you mind just sending me the questions? And for everybody listening, if you have any questions either about the book or about other things, just let us know. My question for you, I feel like you're going to tell me that you loved it, obviously, because you're my husband. So did you love it?
I did like it. I liked however you want me. Better.
Okay.
Simply because it was more like thriller style than
this is more
fast and
style.
dirty, smutty romance style.
So I used to actually be a little bit insecure like 5 years ago. So I've been writing for about 5 years, and I went from, the faster paced, primarily good feels that wasn't too deep, to a little bit of a heavier and deeper. Obviously, like if you compared Merciless to Dirty Dom, or All He'll Ever Be, like all 4 of the Merciless series, to Dirty Dom, it's quite different in terms of literary composure.
When do I have to read that one? Again,
I was going to say, you've read it before. I'm not sure of the
one.
schedule. Sophie also has the schedule. But yeah, so I used to be kind of insecure about it because I was writing these deeper, emotional, a little bit more complex writing. And then people would say like, oh, I'm reading Dirty Dom. I love it. And inside I'd be like, almost like cringe, like going from All He'll Ever Be to reading Dirty Dom. So I went back and I was like, I'm going to re-edit this book. And I opened it up in Word doc on my laptop, and I started to edit. And then I blinked and I was like, wait a minute, I just read 3 chapters and I didn't edit a word. I just fell right into it and started reading. And I was like, you know what? Different types of books have different purposes and give different feelings, and they are all worthy. I'm just owning the fact that when I started writing, it was smuttier. It was more simple. My writing, one of my favorite 1-star reviews is actually on this book, where it said that, and she was right, and it helped me. One of the most common critiques was that the ending was so fast, and it was because we get so excited to get to that ending. So, which is one of the reasons why now when I start a book, I write the ending first. Like I'll do the outline, sometimes I'll do the prologue, and then I write the ending. It's the first thing that I write in the book, so that when I get to the end and I am excited and like I need that ending, it's already there, so I'm not rushing through it. That was one of the most critiques that I got from this book, and for the next few, until I learned that I needed to pivot. It was when I wrote Broken, which was my 7th book. that I started doing that, writing the ending first.
Yeah.
But my favorite one star is they barely talk to each other. There's very little dialogue. He calls her doll too much, and there's very little descriptions.
I'm pretty sure.
But hold on, let me finish though.
Okay,
Let me
go ahead.
finish.
Go ahead.
So she critiqued, she like tore it to shreds, and she was righteous in all of it. I'm like, yes, that's true, that's true, that's true. And then she said, but I'm really interested in his brother, so I'm gonna read the next book. And all I could think is like, all right, so I might not be the best writer, but I'm a good storyteller, and I can work on the writing, right? So yeah, that's probably my favorite one star because it helped me, but she also really wanted to keep going, and that helped me in a different way. So it helped my writing, and it also helped me to learn how to navigate criticism.
We have a question.
Wait, what were you going to say?
I don't remember.
Oh man, I should have let him go when he had the thought.
We've been shoveling ice for the last couple of days. I'm exhausted.
I haven't touched a shovel.
Sophie has a question, sweetheart.
Yeah. Sophie said,
"Are your characters in the Vallettis based on real people?"
No. And if the FBI is listening, absolutely not.
There is so much. So living in like our lives day to day, personality traits of people. There are little kids in there that are named after people. It is everything is completely inspired, and there are some
I
things.
plead the fifth.
There are some things that I do that have shown up in Dom, and I'm like, I don't know.
Don't specify which one.
Not those ones, but I'm just saying like little. Yeah. I don't know, little bits, little things that I would say showed up as.
Yeah. Remember when?
But you don't show up as Becca very often.
Thank you.
It's only
some of the things.
It's only some sayings.
So I had postpartum anxiety, just a touch, with Jax, especially in the beginning with him going to bed. And when she said, I forget exactly what it was. Like she puts the shoes by the door, make sure the bed is made, all that stuff. Those were tactics that were supposed to help me with postpartum anxiety. So if you read her character and her anxiety or anxiousness comes out, it's because it was actually putting my stuff right onto her in that aspect. It came and went, all is well. But yeah, I do feel like a lot of my heroines have a piece of me. There's a piece of me, and then I color around that piece a whole lot of shades of gray to sort of cover it up and to create a different character or persona that might create the same thing. And then I can work with that, and I can move with that, and I can heal those other pieces. Whereas my own issues, I might not be able to heal, right? You don't have control over that, but I can have control over a heroine that I'm writing in a romance book. Yeah.
All right. Next question. Where do you get your nicknames from?
So I try to pick the name based off the nickname a lot of the time. I like to use different pet names. Doll, it's just something that
I have never called her Doll.
No, but he has called me sweetheart. This one time we were at the beach with his father and his father's wife, and she hadn't read my books yet. So she got To Be Claimed. I gave her Wounded Kiss, the first one of that series. And he calls her Sweetheart. Devin calls her Sweetheart, the alpha. And we're on the beach. And Sean, he does call me Sweetheart. That's his pet name for me. And he called me that. And she whipped around and was like, no, absolutely not. I cannot hear you call her that right now while she's literally in the middle of Wounded Kiss. So that cracked me up. Don't mind my coughing. It's just annoying. I'm not sick. But yeah, I like to use different nicknames and different pet names. It gives you the good feels, and it also adds that like personal connection between them. But I like to pick the nickname or pet name first, and then the character name. And for me, I feel like names hold personalities with them, which is why when we named Evelyn, I was like, she could either be an Evelyn when she grows up, or she could be an Evie. I'm not sure which one, but she's got some movement. So yeah, I don't know that I necessarily answered that question. I just really like pet names. We've used like 40, I think, different pet names at this point in my career, and I'm still going. I will still figure it out. Yeah.
So I have a question for you. I was kind of surprised that scene where they're killing the DeLucas and the scene where they're going to kill Jack weren't actually,
What's
plopped out there.
what's the question?
Um, so get into it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, I'm trying
So
to.
were you very excited about the ending and then just didn't want to, because you describe violence like
Yeah.
all the time.
I was afraid.
And
I was afraid that I would do that poorly,
yeah,
describing the violence. So I would skip scenes that were violent, and then I wrote them all at the end because I didn't think I was a good enough writer to write a violent scene. Yeah.
yeah.
So, but what's the point? Was I excited to write it?
Well, were you excited to get to the ending because you didn't actually
Yes.
describe the like how they killed them? Because honestly,
Did you want me to?
that's kind of your thing. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
well, at the time. So,
Well, I was
I didn't
surprised
think
that
that
I didn't have a chapter
where
with
they
Dom
where they actually
killing.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at that point in my writing, I felt that that was my weakest
Okay.
ability, that I was not good at it, and that it also wasn't as necessary as writing other things. So yeah, it was probably more my insecurity that kept me from writing it, even though apparently that is one of my strengths. I think writing sex and writing emotion are too strong,
Yeah.
are two traits that are strong in my writing.
Mhm.
But apparently I'm really good at writing violence too.
Well, I also think that you enjoy it from just the
Just release.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
based on
It's
however you
cathartic.
want me
Yeah.
versus I think that you enjoy
Do you think I
it.
got better at it? Or do you think it's the same?
Well, I haven't read much past.
Well, between those two, because
Yeah.
so last month was However You Want Me. Next month is Forget Me Not.
No, next month is His in the Fire or His in the Dark,
Next month is His in the Dark. Okay, just kidding.
and then the month after that is Bought.
Is Bought?
That
Okay.
one's gonna be something. I have never read Bought.
Bought is so spicy. I'm excited. So Bought is book one of the Highest Bidder series. So a lot of you have probably read it. I love the supernatural. Any more coming? Yes. Lots of supernatural. We have another dragon that's coming in more way than one. And then I also have more in Greek mythology and more witchy stuff that I want to write.
His in the Fire comes out in like 4 days.
Yes, His in the Fire comes out in 4 days. And that was the doorbell.
That doorbell can stay going?
Is it going to wait? It's going to have to wait.
Yeah,
okay.
it's simply just a package, I think.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good package. I like packages. It's like a surprise present from past me to future me. When will we get more small town book number 54 in discreet cover? So that's for Robert. And I was only a couple weeks ago, I realized exactly what I want to do with it. So Robert is a politician in the small town. And I had a difficult time, given my current opinions on politics, writing a politician's story in a small town.
Mm-hmm.
So I have decided that what exactly is going to happen. And I am working in here on Robert's story, and I have a really firm grasp, and I'm loving it. So give me a little bit of time, though, because I have to write every single day from...
1 second.
It was not a package.
It's little kids, yeah.
It's kids. School is out for Jax. It might also be out for Evie. But yeah, so now I have a grip on what I want to do with the story. I feel really comfortable with it. I'm feeling at peace with getting lost in it and not feeling that need to pull me out, because there are certain things when you're writing, sometimes certain things can pull you out of the book, just like when you're reading, right? And the idea of writing a politician right now, it wasn't something that I felt I wanted to get lost in. So it will be coming soon, but I have to write every single day from Monday to Friday, 1 to 2 chapters a day until April 24th to complete my current writing deadlines, which is totally fine. It only takes me like an hour to 2 hours at most to write a chapter. A 2-hour chapter is something that's really in depth and very long. Usually I can bang it out within an hour just fine. So it's not that much writing. It's not too much that it takes from me, because sometimes when you write a ton, I don't want to write again for another week. Like, it just wipes you out. This is a nice, easy pace. But until April 24th, that's just what is already due. It's nothing else. So it's coming.
I'm so sorry.
I just need a little bit more time. I should actually make another tab. I have another window that has 24 tabs on it of all my works in progresses. And I literally should make another tab just for Robert and start sketching that out. So we've got a lot coming. Lots and lots and lots coming. Who was it?
It was the neighbor kids who wanted to play with our kids.
Excellent. Are our kids going?
I believe they are. Yeah.
Excellent. I love that. Perfect.
So another question that I had.
Oh yes. What was
throughout the book, what does Dom actually do after he leaves being a bookie? Do I find that out in future books?
Yeah,
or?
you got to read his hostage. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So he comes to join. Yes.
Okay. I like the book overall.
How would you rate it in comparison to however you want me? Oh, and you guys, how would you? Well, what would you like? Not necessarily which one is better or which one is worse.
They're different.
They're
I don't
very
know
different.
I don't know if I could say which one was better or not. Just
I think
because
the writing.
they're
I
very
think we
different.
can all agree that the writing is better for however you want.
I believe that half the word count in Dirty Dom is fuck.
He had a filthy mouth.
He does. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. So yeah, I find out what he does in Vince's book, his hostage. So that's good. Yeah. That was one of my questions. Let's see, what else did I have? Do we hear any more from the DeLucas?
I don't remember. I'm going to be real honest. I wrote this a decade ago. I don't remember what all happens. I do know that Johnny and Clara's story is a whip right now on my whip, as in WIP. It's on
work in progress.
Yeah, work in progress. Yeah. That is on they have their own little tab. And what did I call it? I called it Don't Tempt Me. But yeah, we also bring in motorcycles.
That was another one that I was going to ask, like
about Clara?
the Johnny and Claire. I'd assumed that it was in his hostage or
never wrote it.
Yeah.
Never wrote it. So I started to write Clara's story and I didn't like her tone. Like her character as the men had perceived her through their gaze to her, I didn't care for it. And I was like, I need to sit on this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came up with her story, which becomes a second chance because they send Johnny away. But then I was already writing other things and those worlds took over. So hopefully I'll have that out and Robert's out and the other dragon out. I have so much to write that it's crazy. No more DeLuca in any of the other Valetti stories. They were eliminated.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
So
thank you.
So Dom and Becca have Jax, obviously, from like Becca had him. And then there's Ethan.
Are you really about to quiz me on all the kids' names in the Valetti world that I wrote a decade ago?
No.
I'm going to fail. I'm going to need to bring up my book Bible.
But
are you going to ask me what their eye color is next?
But the girl is going to be important coming up. Right? their baby girl.
Like you want second generation Valettis?
Well, I'm just saying that I think that's the one that's important coming up, right?
Coming up for what? New books?
Yeah.
Let me write Clara and Johnny's story first.
No, but I'm saying that I thought that's the one that I heard is important. So I was
Who told you that?
I don't know.
Sophie? Do you have business-free Sunday dinners? Business-free Sunday dinners? Oh, no. It took me a second. I was like for readers to go to? Like parties? That sounds like a fun idea.
No,
like family. There had to have been a show or something where they did. It wasn't it?
No, it was from my family, from Carms.
Oh, well, yeah, the Yankee. So his so that whole idea, but business free specifically, where they don't talk about business on Sundays, that specifically I think came from, it wouldn't have been Sons of Anarchy because I wrote this before that. It had to be something else where it was some kind of a crime family and there was always no business talk on Sundays. But the actual dinners, so his mom's ex-mother used to have the big dinners every Sunday where she would make handmade Yankee. So it's a mix of real life along with other things. So, okay.
See,
what?
That's the question. I thought that I heard that.
Would the Valettis and Merciless World cross over at any time? Yes, they do. They cross over temporarily in one of the Merciless Worlds There's also the Burned Promises, which has a crossover there with
Mm.
Valetti's. And then we're also doing second generation of the Merciless Worlds. But I would do the Valetti's too. And it could cross over 100%. I think it would be an odd experience for readers, though, right? To read The Merciless World. You have your second generation, which I am writing for Blackstone specifically. I've already done the outline for it's Seth's son and Marcus's daughter for the first one. In love. Absolutely love it. But imagine reading those types of stories with all that complexity and everything. And then there's a crossover with Valetti's, same type of complexity and depth. And then you go to read the Valetti's based off of that, and it's more smut. That's the only thing that keeps me hesitant is like, what kind of an experience is that for readers to go from this dark and heavy and violent? It's an Easter egg. It is an Easter egg. I love an Easter egg. But a crossover
Stephen
between
King
characters.
throws those all the time.
And he writes a lot of different
just
things.
because one character or a story is a different set of rules and different trope doesn't mean that a character from that story that wasn't the main character can't be plucked and thrown into a story that is not the trope of the previous one. They're just different characters.
That's true. They are just different. Well, what do you guys think? Do you think like a second generation with a Valetti offspring, with a Merciless offspring, and that intermingling, what do you think? Would that be, because I always try to think, what is the reader experience going to be if I were to follow the path of that reader? Which is why whenever I do a second in a series that's interconnected, I try to make it so that you didn't need to read anything else, so that you can enjoy it. That's what I always try to do. And then I'm like, well, where would they go from there? And I try to make that very fluid. But yeah, I don't know. Now you have my wheels turning. I'm surprised that you keep asking about the children and second generation, and I love that.
I just, that was.
Did you want to read Vince's story?
No, I will read Vince. I will read all of them because book club will go on for as long as, you have books, right?
There's a lot of similarities between Dirty Dom and Jace also with the setup. Jace from the Merciless World. So a lot of the tropes and the setup within the Valetti's I found echoed in Merciless World, which I also thought was someone has children on his mind. He is snipped.
No,
we did actually we just cleared out all the baby toys because Cody is 5, and I was talking about getting a little dog, like just a little baby dog to carry around, because I have also been feeling the loss of ending more children, like that stage of my life, basically. But yeah, so he doesn't have no.
I can't.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't finished The Merciless World yet, but do the brothers finally meet Marcus, or will he always be in the shadows? So in the second generation, Marcus, well, I don't want to spoil anything. So in the second generation, the first book, which Blackstone will have and release probably in 2027, I don't want to give away any storyline, but there is an incident in which he has to come, and it's actually the second generations that are there. So it's very intense. It's like a not even like in it's how can I
don't
at some point,
at some point, yes. Just say
at some point, yes. I don't want to give out any kind of spoiler, especially for a book that a publisher has that isn't coming out until 2027. So I'm just gonna, I know, stop. I do need to shush. Okay. Yes.
So my thing with the whole Valetti and Merciless crossover is it doesn't have to ever be like the Valettis show up. It could just be her last name. She could be part of the family. It's the Easter egg. Like that's kind of.
Miss Lady said it really gives me best example of the Marvel universe. Yeah. And that could be too.
Well, again, they could be just two people. Vince never has to show up, or Dom never has to show up, but her having the last name Valetti or him having the last name Valetti, just,
Okay. My wheels are turning. My lungs are killing me a little bit though, from the asthma and talking. But if you guys have any last minute questions, please ask away, or any comments about Dirty Dumb, or any thoughts about His in the Dark being the next book. I knew it was coming. Oh, thank you. That makes me happy to hear.
Also the Discord. We have the Discord, and
yes, we have the Discord, which is connected to the Patreon.
Yeah. And I will.
So book discussion can continue there. And then for next month, we'll have an actual setup.
It'll be a little bit better. Yeah.
And then when we come on, you'll be able to hear us. It'll be pretty. I'm thinking that the background is going to have to be my bookshelf, though, and that it should be over here so they can stay set up.
I simply do this so we have the couch.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
I do like the couch, though. The couch is nice. All right. Perfect.
I can also move the couch. It doesn't bother me.
Yay! I'm so happy you loved His in the Dark. I just finished His in the Fire, and we're getting all the covers together. This special edition for His in the Fire is gorgeous. I forgot that we made it because we made it late summer. And then Lori, the cover designer, was sending them all in a group message, and I was scrolling and I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, that's mine. Like I forgot about it. Ready to reread His in the Dark to prepare for His in the Fire. Yes, definitely reread. Even though I was thinking about that when I was writing His in the Fire, if somebody knows the lore of Hades and Persephone, they could totally start at His in the Fire. But I think it's best to read His in the Dark first.
And we read His in the Dark next month.
Crystal asked, do you know when His in the Fire will start to ship? We've ordered the books, so it doesn't launch until February 3rd. We ordered the books, and we're hopeful that they will arrive on Monday. And as soon as they hit our warehouse, they will be shipped out. Oh, and we have great news for the warehouse on February. Well, hold on.
Oh, no, we don't know.
Okay, all right, never mind. Hold on.
We don't.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
There's so much I want to tell you guys, but there's not enough vodka in the world that can go in me where He will allow it to come out of me. All of the secrets. So Sophie just said, hopefully it'll ship from the 8th. That's the day on the website for shipping. Perfect. It's perfect. I love it. Okay. So like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, even though I'm fresh-faced and it was an absolute mess.
And again, if you have any other questions or any other book comments about this month, you could put them into the Discord or the Patreon. I don't. And yeah.
Perfect. And thank you guys for coming and dealing with the mess with the kids. I think one of the kids is calling Sean out of the room. Yes. So we're going to get back to real life. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next month for His in the Dark. Yes. Oh, how do you join the new Discord?
Oh, there is a invite link.
There's an invite
Sophie,
link.
do you have the
Sophie? Or do you have to be a part of the Patreon to join the Discord?
No, you don't. You could just be a book reader in the Discord.
Okay, perfect. I love that. So Sophie or one of us will reply to your comment as soon as we end this live. Yes. Okay. All right. Good.
All right.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Perfect.